Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to Affairscloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store for Android phones. Once you have downloaded and logged in with your Gmail ID, you will be transferred to your home page where you can see all the courses that are offered by us. Once you have purchased the course, you can see your courses in the My Course section. But why our courses are so better? Why we think we provide you one of the best content? Because we provide you content on daily basis. In the daily basis, we provide you current affairs with 20 questions quiz as well as the PDF of the current affairs of daily. Then similarly for weekly, on weekly basis we provide you current affairs PDF as well as a 50 questions quiz that will help you to revise all the content that you have learned. Then on monthly basis also we provide you top 100 current affair questions PDF that will be the compiled PDF of the 100 questions of that particular month that will be very helpful for you. And not just this friends, we provide you in English as well as in Hindi too. So both English and Hindi students can enjoy our courses. Apart from this friends, we also provide you banking related question answers, the banking related MCQ questions, the quizzes that will help you prepare for the bank exams. Not just that friends, we provide you a new way of learning, that is your infotainment infographics. That is a different and interesting way of learning. Apart from this, we cover 20 topic wise current affairs. These topics are important such as apps, portals, important days, books and authors days, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, all these topics, these are highly important and questions from these particular topics are asked. Also we cover state-wise current affairs also that will help you to prepare for your state exams. Also friends, as I told you, if you use the code Vikas10, you will be given extra 10% discount on the purchase you make. If you have any problem regarding login and your application, then you can contact us on support@of Affairscloud.com. This is our email ID and you can contact us on our mobile phone, that is 9677333386.
Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So student, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 18th of January. Let's start. As usual, first we'll go for the revision, and all the students who are watching our video for the first time, I'll suggest you to make notes. Making notes is a very good habit that will fetch you good returns in the long term. First we are talking about 75th edition of the Indian Army Day that is observed on 15th of January. Alright, important. And this day is observed for the achievements of our Commander-in-Chief, late KM Kariappa sir. Alright, so every year on 15th of January we observe the Indian Army Day, and this was the 75th edition of this Indian Army Day. Next, India's first center of excellence for online gaming. I repeat, India's first center of excellence for online gaming. Where this will be set up? This will be in Shillong, Meghalaya. If the name of the state is asked, then remember, in Meghalaya, India's first center of excellence will be set up, and this will be ready by the month of March 2023. Next, remember, India, recently we know India will be having the presidency of G20. But if I ask you who has been named as the new oil chief during for the COP28 climate president, he will be Chief Sultan Ahmad Al Zaber. I repeat, UAE names oil chief Sultan Ahmad Al Zaber as the COP28 climate president. Important, directly remember this news. Next, Saudi Arabia will be hosting the 2029 Asian Winter Games in the new ski resort. I repeat, the 41st Olympic Game Council of India General Assembly has chosen Saudi Arabia to host the 2029 Asian Winter Game at a planned mountain resort under the country's $500 billion NEOM futuristic mega city project. Next, India Expo Center and Mart in Greater Noida bags the Best Convention Center Award. Important question asked, that which is the Best Convention Center Award, or which infrastructure got the Best Convention Center Award? It will be your India Expo Center and Mart, that is in Greater Noida, and it was awarded with the Best Standalone Convention Center award by the which ministry? It was the Ministry of Tourism. Next, Google to build the first cloud region where it will be built in Greece. I repeat, Alphabet Incorporation, that is the company of Google only, will set up its first cloud region in Greece. A cloud region usually is based around a cluster of data centers. The investment would enable organizations to better use their data, help improve low latency, and ensure the user security in the face of cybersecurity threats. Next, Amit Shah has announced the ST status, that is your scheduled tribe status, for the Pahadi community in Jammu and Kashmir. I repeat, Amit Shah, who is our home minister, has recently announced the scheduled tribe status for Pahadi community in Jammu and Kashmir at a rally in Rajouri, Jammu and Kashmir. How this will help them? This will help them in getting jobs. They will be getting reservations in the children, their students or their young ones will be getting reservation in various colleges so that they will be able to get better education also. All right. Next, Kerala's Pulampura, and very important, Pulampura is the first fully digital literate panchayat in India. Question can be asked that which is the India's first fully digital literate panchayat in India? It will be Pulampura. And where is this Pulampura? This is in Kerala. Alright, so Pulampura Panchayat in Trivandpuram, Kerala became the first fully digital literate panchayat in India. This was achieved through the Digi Pulampura project, under which around 3,300 residents between the age group of 14 to 65 were given digital education. Next, Amazon. Amazon has announced to set up its first solar project in India. I repeat, Amazon India has announced its first set of utility scale renewable energy project of 3 solar farms in Rajasthan, India, with a combined capacity of 420 megawatts. Important.
Moving on, next news. Wildlife Board has approved new tiger reserve in Madhya Pradesh. Highly important. The Madhya Pradesh. Also, first of all, remember where is your Kuno National Park located? Kuno National Park. And this Kuno National Park is the location where 8 cheetahs are being held after they were brought from Namibia. Alright, so similarly, remember, Wildlife Board has approved a new tiger reserve in Madhya Pradesh. Alright, highly important. What will be this new tiger reserve named? It will be named as Durgavati Tiger Reserve. What will this be named? Durgavati Tiger Reserve. Alright, it is around 2,340 square kilometers in area and it is in the Madhya Pradesh. Highly important. Then if we talk about Tiger Protection Act, when was this launched? This was launched in 1973. Alright, Chipko movement was also launched in 1973 only. So, Wildlife Board has approved a new tiger reserve. Where this will be made? This will be in Madhya Pradesh. And what will be the name of this tiger reserve? It will be named as Durgavati Tiger Reserve. So, indirectly, the question can be asked in such a way also that Durgavati Tiger Reserve is located in which state? It is located in the Madhya Pradesh. Next, Tripura. Tripura set up the India's first bio village. Important. India and Bangladesh signed a water sharing pact. Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually addressed plenary session of Eastern Economic Forum. India and UK conducted mega cyber security exercise for 26 countries. Sterlite Power has commissioned 400 kilowatt transmission line where in Gujarat. And remember, 36th edition of National Games are being held in Gujarat only in 6 cities. Just the cycling event is being organized in or hosted in New Delhi. Just the cycling event. Rest all the events are being organized in the states of Gujarat and in the 6 cities of Gujarat. National Green Tribunal NGT imposed a penalty of 3,500 crore rupees on West Bengal government for waste management failure. Rajasthan has launched Urban Employment Guarantee Scheme. Important, mark this. Adani Group to build 3 gigafactories as a part of $70 billion investment. Mastercard has replaced Paytm as their title sponsor for BCCI. Important, take a note of this. And in today's video, friends, we will be also studying one question. So I want you to answer below. Who is the new president of BCCI? For the timing, just research yourself. Then later on in the video, we will be discussing this answer. Who is the new president of BCCI? He has replaced Saurav Ganguly, but I want you to know who is the new person who is being appointed as the president of BCCI. Next news. Next is Rajiv Chandrasekhar has flagged off Semicon India future design. I repeat, Rajiv Chandrasekhar has flagged off Semicon India future design roadshow in Gandhinagar. Before moving on, just you should first of all you need to understand that the semiconductor manufacturing will be starting in which state? It will be starting in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Alright, or basically you should remember the state name, that in Gujarat we will be seeing the production of semiconductors. For this, two organizations came together and signed an MOU. It was Foxconn and Vedanta that came together for the production of the semiconductor chips in India, and that too Gujarat. So now Gujarat is also known as manufacturing hub for semiconductors. Now the news is coming that Rajiv Chandrasekhar has recently officially launched the first Semicon Future Design Roadshow in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Highly important. Alright, first semiconductor, or you can say first Semicon India Future Design Roadshow. First Semicon India Future Design Roadshow for 2022. Alright, this is linked under the DLI initiative, that is your Design Linked Initiative Scheme of India Semiconductor Mission, to seek startups in the semiconductor design and innovation so that they can come and invest here and they can be a part of this manufacturing hub. Then remember, here they are providing incentives of worth more than 100 crore rupees per device at the design rate. Alright. Another thing, remember, under this Ministry of Electronics and Information and Technology, Government of India has announced the ISM, that is your India Semiconductor Mission, in December 2021 with an outlay of 76,000 crore rupees. What is ISM? Indian Semiconductor Mission. When was this launched? It was launched in 2021. And what is the basic aim? That India can become a manufacturing hub of semiconductors, and that what we are seeing is in Gujarat is that we will be able to make now semiconductor chips in Gujarat only with the help of Foxconn and Vedanta. Next, not just this, remember in Gujarat there is another production shifting from Mumbai, that is of artificial diamond. Alright, artificial diamond factories are now being shifted from Mumbai, Maharashtra to Gujarat. Also, the price of these artificial diamonds will be comparatively 30 to 40% less as that too of a natural diamond. Another thing, remember, during this ceremony, Minister also unveiled the Indian Space Research Organization tested and qualified NAVIC receiver chipset. These are ready for the commercial deployment. And what is NAVIC? NAVIC is your navigation with Indian constellation. It is similar to that of a GPS, but we want, even many government officials are stating that there was a news also recently that we want Indian NAVIC system into the smartphones that are being sold in India after 2023. Alright, that means from coming 2023 onwards, we want that instead of GPS, Google Maps that is being provided in the smartphones, we want NAVIC application should be provided and people should start using NAVIC. Next, PFRDA agencies became partner with entities with DigiLocker to offer the subscriber-centric online services. Many online services will be provided through this digital locker. First of all, you need to understand what is a DigiLocker. DigiLocker is a mobile application that provides you various services, such as you can store your Aadhaar card there, you can store your your driving license online there, you can store your certificates, you can store your class 10th 11th 12th your certifications, all your certificates to be stored there, your mark sheets can be stored there, your college degree can be stored there. If you cleared any government exam, then you can store that exam there also. So to keep a record of these documents, this digital locker was formed. So recently, PFRDA, that is your Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority, have been designated as DigiLocker partner organization to provide subscriber focused online services. Alright, basically here remember, on the 75th anniversary, to celebrate or to mark the 75th anniversary of India's independence and Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, two basic additional features was recently added to this particular DigiLocker. What are they? First is your account opening using driving license through DigiLocker, and second is your updation of existing address using driving license through DigiLocker. Alright, so basic you need to remember these two things. Apart from this, remember DigiLocker, we can say that DigiLocker is encouraging the digitization all over the world, and it is a part of Digital India program. Digital Locker provides citizens with digital empowerment, and also, for example, just a small example, like you are going out for a ride or but you forgot to take your driving license. Then, but you know that I have in my mobile phone this DigiLocker application, and I have saved my driving license in this particular application. So when a policeman tries to stop you for say any reason and he asks you for your driving license, so instead of providing him or handling him with the physical driving license, you can just show him about the details of the driving license on your mobile phone itself, so it will be accepted as per the government rules. All right, so in you won't be needed to carry all the documents in a handle or in a particular everywhere you go, but you will be able to easily access all those documents because that are loaded on your databases on this particular application DigiLocker. Next, Kati Bihu. Kati Bihu is a festival, or you can say directly understand Bihu festival is observed in the state of Assam. Highly important. Kati Bihu, also known as Kongali. Alright, it is a festival, a harvest festival, and it is annually observed across the state of Assam with joy and happiness. Highly important. First of all, what is the other name of Kati Bihu? It is Kongali. Question can also be asked, what is the harvest festival of Assam? And instead of giving options as Kati Bihu, Bihu or anything, they will be providing you with Kongali, because Kongali is also the other name of Kati Bihu. Highly important. The celebration is marked annually on the first day of the Kati month in Assamese calendar, and that usually falls during the mid-October. So in 2021, this day was observed on 19th of October, and in 2023, it will be observed on 18th of October. But this year, in 2022, it is observed on 18th of October. Highly important. Alright, Kati Bihu or Kongali, it is an observance of service and hope for a better future. The festival also marks the relocation of rice crops and beginning of the fresh harvest season. So directly you can remember this is also a harvest festival, that is Kati Bihu or Kongali. Alright, and it is observed in the state of Assam. Next, here you can see Kati Bihu, also known as Kongali, observed on 18th of October in 2022, and it is a harvest festival that you need to remember. The important term that you need to focus here is it is a harvest festival.
Next, European Union has approved the adoption of world's first single charger rule. That means even if you remember recently what there was, that Apple used to have their different set of charging cable, all right, due to which you will have to carry different charger for your Apple, different charger for your Android, for laptop will be different, for your earphones, headphones, earbuds, everything it will be different. So what now has been done is that European Parliament has approved that by 2024 all the gadgets will be having a single charging port. That means all the equipments, all the electronic devices will be using a single type of electronic charging cable. This will aim to minimize the electronic waste and empower customers to make more sustainable choices. According to the new law, all the new smartphones, tablets and cameras will have a single standard charger. From 2026, the rules will be extended to include the laptop also. So if asked about electronic gadgets, it is by 2024, and if we are including your laptop, that will be the year 2026 for the implementation of this new first single charger rule. So friends, these were your important revision current affairs. Now let's shift to the important important current affairs of the day. First news. First we are talking about some national affairs. ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, has recently released the first ever audit standards for the sustainability information. I repeat, ICAI, that is your Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, has for released the first ever audit standard for the sustainability information. They recently released a report. The name of the report is Standards on Sustainability Assurance Engagements 3000 Assurance Engagements on Sustainability Information. This audit standard for sustainability information is the first of its kind in the world that was developed by ICAI to assist the member in providing reasonable or limited assurances on such informations by reporting entities. All right. Now you will be asking, sir, what are these social audit standards that we are talking about here? All right. So ICAI has now issued 16 social audit standards that will apply to social enterprises listed on the social stock exchange. These social audit standards addresses the themes such as hunger, poverty, malnutrition, inequality, healthcare, education, gender equality, all right, and among others. ICI Central Council has approved the framework of these SAS, that is your social audit standards, and 16 such standards spanning 16 thematic areas in which social enterprises can operate in order to list on the social stock exchanges in October 2022. If we talk about ICAI, that is the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, it is a statutory body that was formed by an act of parliament under the Chartered Accountant Acts of 1949. It acts as an authority responsible for establishing national standards and accounting the rules in India. Who is the president? Devashish Mitra. Vice president will be Aniket Talati. And where is the headquarter? The headquarter is in New Delhi. So coming back, remember ICAI has released the first ever audit standards for the sustainability information. Next is Asteria Aerospace A200XT. This is the drone that is received the DGCA type certification. I repeat, recently Asteria Aerospace A200XT, this is the name of the drone that received the DGCA's, that is Director General of Civil Aviation's type certification. All right, so Asteria Aerospace Limited, this is the name of the company that is based in Bangalore, Karnataka, has received the type certification for their indigenously developed and manufactured A200XT drone from DGCA. With this, Asteria company became the first company to have two DGCA certified drones that can be offered to the customers for various applications like law enforcement, industrial security, infrastructure inspections, and agriculture and land survey. A200XT drone, it is a versatile drone with payloads that can be swept between a high resolution and high zoom day camera and nighttime thermal camera. All right, so basically we can say this A200XT drone can be used as a surveillance camera also. Next, remember India to be covered by the Doppler weather radar network by 2025 as per the Union Minister Jitendra Singh on the occasion of 148th Foundation Day of IMD, that was on 15th of January. Dr. Jitendra Singh, who is our Union Minister of State for Earth Science, stated that India will be covered by Doppler weather radar network by 2025. All right, highly important. Question can be asked that by what year it will be covered, by what, and why this will be covered in order to predict the extreme weather events. So remember, during the 148th Foundation Day of Indian Meteorological Department, that was on 15th of January 23, recently our Union Minister of State for Earth Science, Dr. Jitendra Singh, has stated that India will be covered by Doppler weather radar network by 2025 to predict extreme weather events. How this will benefit is that this will enhance the weather monitoring capabilities and benefit the farmers and other stakeholders to contribute significantly to the economy, as we will be able to predict the future weather, that if there will be a drought or if there can be a flood in near future, when it will rain, when is the best time to sow our seeds, all these things will be helping your farmer. IMD has initiated proactive steps to increase the radar network from 15 in 2013 to 37 in 2023 and will add 25 more in the next 2 to 3 years. With the advent of the latest technologies in IMD, the weather prediction accuracy has increased by about 20 to 40% for different severe weather events forecast during the last 5 years. Next, our Union Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has also joined the Bhumi Pujan of SAI Railways NCOE in West Bengal. I repeat, Anurag Singh Thakur, who is our Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports and Information and Broadcasting, joined the Bhumi Pujan of the first National Center of Excellence being set up with the joint partnership of Sports Authority of India and Indian Railways. This National Center of Excellence will be instrumental in bringing about a big change in the sport ecosystem in North Bengal, and this is the first ever national center of excellence that will be set up by Sports Authority of India in partnership with other organization. Highly important, this national center of excellence that is being set up in West Bengal is being set up with the help of the Sports Authority of India and Railways. This center will be a platform for world class training for athletes of the region as well as for the athletes from all across India. Indian Railways has provided a 9.5 acres of land to set up this National Center of Excellence with facilities like 400-meter synthetic track of international standards, a football ground, multi-purpose hall for indoor games such as boxing, judo, wrestling, volleyball, badminton, basketball and others. Also a 100-bedded hostel and international standard hockey synthetic turf is also planned. If you remember, if I ask you where is the biggest hockey stadium in India, where is it? It is in Rourkela, Odisha. Alright, highly important, you have to remember this. So, this National Center of Excellence was set up in order with the Sports Authority of India and Railways. And where is this? In West Bengal. And this is basically in order to provide various facilities to the sports students and help them get ahead in their particular sports by training. Next, 21st edition of the naval exercise Varuna was held between India and France. So, between India and France, recently the 21st edition of the naval exercise by the name Varuna was held. Highly important. Alright, Varuna. This was a 5-day long exercise. Alright, and this started on 16th to 20th of January. This was the 21st edition of this exercise, and that was held between Indian Navy and France Navy. Alright, then if asked from Indian side, remember INS Chennai took part in this exercise. Alright, and this exercise will be advanced by air defense exercise, tactical maneuvers, surf firing, underway replenishment and other maritime operations also. If we talk about Varuna, Varuna was initiated in 1993. Alright, it is a bilateral exercise held between the navies of India and France, and later on it was christened as Varuna exercise. Alright, next. RBI has released State Finances Study Report and it has advised the state against the risk over reverting to OPS. OPS is your old pension scheme. In this particular report that was released by RBI, RBI has warned the states about reverting back to the old pension scheme. Now, how this can be a bad thing for the state is because when they will be going back to the old pension scheme, all those government employees who will retire, then for those people the pension will be given by the fund of the state government, right? So it will be an addition burden to the state. That is the reason RBI has warned those states that you should not shift back to the old pension scheme. All right, and this has they have been warned by some states. It is not like that all the states will be going back to the old pension scheme, or all of them will be implementing, but if any state is trying, it is just a, you can say, advice by the Reserve Bank of India that these states should not revert back to the old pension scheme. The current national pension NPS system is okay, but not going back to the state will be a better option, that you should not shift to this old pension scheme. Say for examples, for the teachers, government teachers, I'll give you an example for DSSB. Government teachers who has been appointed on or after 2003 will not be provided pension. There will be no pension for such government employees. But the people who are employed before 2003 in the DSSB teaching part or teaching job, they have the government pension. Not just in the teacher sector, across the various departments also of government field, people who are employed after 2003 are not eligible for pension, but before 2003 are eligible for the pension scheme, and that is your old pension scheme. Here remember, on 16th of January, RBI released the annual report titled State Finances, a study of budgets of 2022-2023, that is fiscal year 23. This will provide data and analysis of fiscal position of state governments in India for fiscal year 23. This report was based on the theme that is capital formation in India, the role of states. The state's capital outlay GDP ratio is budgeted to increase to 2.9% in fiscal year 23 from 2.3% in fiscal year 22. The ratio of revenue expenditure to capital outlay for the states is budgeted to improve to 5.2 in fiscal year 23. That was 6.1 in fiscal year 22. All right. Next, RBI has issued guidelines on acquisition in banks. Protein Arm gets the RBI approval for the AA license. All right, that is account aggregator license. I repeat, Reserve Bank of India issued acquisition and holding of shares of voting rights in banking companies direction 2023 that has allowed the promoters to hold 26% from the current 15% of the paid up share capital of voting rights of banks after a completion of 15 years from the commencement of their business. This increase in the cap on promoter stake is based upon the internal working group's recommendations in 2021. If the shareholder intends to get a strategic stake, the board has to inform the RBI even if the shareholding is less than 10%. And these guidelines also bar investors from countries not compliant with FATF, that is your Financial Action Task Force. Next, RBI prior approval now a must for picking up over 5% stake in a particular bank. That means if you want to buy up some stake or have equity in a particular bank and you want it to be more than 5%, then you have to take approval from RBI. All right. So RBI mandated in its Reserve Bank of India acquisition and holding of shares of voting rights in banking companies direction 2023 published on January 16, 2023 that any person or any organization who intends to make an acquisition that is likely to result in a major shareholding in a bank company should first obtain the RBI's prior approval by submitting an application. Major shareholding refers to a person's aggregate holding of 5% or more of the paid up share capital or voting rights in a banking company. These directions are issued in accordance with the powers granted by Section 12, 12B and 35A of the Banking Regulating Act of 1949. Next is WDRA, that is your Warehousing Development Regulatory Authority. WDRA has recently signed a memorandum of understanding with SBI to support farmers. I repeat, Warehouse Development Regulatory Authority has partnered with State Bank of India to offer low interest loan to farmers. All right, the main objective here is to promote awareness about the new loan product that is being called Produce Marketing Loan to fund against the electronic negotiable warehouse receipt with features such as nil processing fee, no additional collateral and attractive interest rates that will be provided to farmers in order so that they can make their own warehouses or storage units. All right. Next. Next is SIDBI. SIDBI has partnered with VFS to extend the MSME loans of up to 5 lakh rupees at 13% per annum. I repeat, Small Industries Development Bank of India has tied up with Kolkata based VFS Capital to extend loans to the MSME sector. Under this agreement, VFS Capital will extend MSME loans of up to 5 lakh rupees at a 13% interest rate per annum. Under this scheme, VFS Capital plans to disburse around 30 to 40 crore rupees in the financial year. VFS Capital has also plans to expand its footprint in the northwestern part by launching operations in Rajasthan. At present, it is operational in 13 states only. So coming back, remember SIDBI has partnered with VFS to extend the MSME loans of up to 5 lakh rupees at 13% per annum. If we talk about SIDBI, who is the chairman and managing director here, he will be Shiva Subramaniam Ramanji. Headquarters is in Lucknow, UP, and established in 1990. And if you remember, in Lucknow, UP only, the UP Global Investor Summit will be held in the month of February 2023. Next, remember, Siemens Mobility has received over 26,000 crore rupees locomotive order from Indian Railways. Remember, Siemens Mobility, this is managed by Siemens AG of Germany. They have received locomotive orders worth 3 billion euros or 26,000 crore rupees from the Indian Railways. Alright, from Indian Railways has given Siemens Mobility orders worth 26,000 crore rupees. Alright, highly important. These are for this order, 26,000 rupees crore rupees order is for 1200 electro locomotives and 9,000 horsepower. Alright, these 1200 locomotives will be of 9,000 horsepower. Under this contract, the delivery of the locomotive is planned over 11-year period, and the contract also include 35 years of full service maintenance. This is the single largest locomotive order in the history of Siemens Mobility and the single largest order in the history of Siemens India. Alright, these Siemens designed trains that we have ordered from this company have with a top speed of around 120 km per hour. Alright, and it will be assembled in India over the next 11 years with the deliveries that will be starting right from next 24 months. That means from next 2 years, the deliveries of these locomotives will be starting. Next, remember, the state-of-the-art locomotives will be used for freight transport throughout the Indian Railways network and are specified to haul loads of around 4,500 tons at a maximum speed of 120 km per hour. These locomotives are equipped with advanced propulsion system produced locally in Siemens Mobility factories in India, and this will use power of a railjet platform to deliver the highest availability and performance. Next, Russia is the fourth biggest source of importer for India. I repeat, Russia has now become India's fourth largest trading partner, with imports from Russia increasing fivefold to $32.9 billion between April to December month. Also remember, when India used to, we know that India is importing oil from Russia, that is the virgin oil that we are importing. And remember, this trade, this import of oil has increased by almost 33 times. You understand how much amount of the oil we are importing. Alright, so coming back, remember, now Russia became the India's fourth biggest source of importer, and they are importing around $32.9 billion, and this was between April to December month. Still 1 quarter is pending, so we'll see how amount of trade was import was done by Russia. India's higher imports from Russia are mostly due to two commodities. These are fertilizers and crude oil. Russia has improved from being India's 20th largest source of importer in the fiscal year to the 4th largest importer of India. If the current rate of growth continues, Russia's import might reach $50 billion, just short of the value of items exported from the US, that is the India's third largest source of importer. So friends, these were the important current affairs of the day. Let's go for a quick revision now. ICI has released the first ever audit standards for sustainability information. Asteria Aerospace drone, that is A200 XT drone, has got the DGCA type certification, and Asteria Aerospace became the company that has two drones that were provided with DGCA type certification. India to be covered by the Doppler weather radar network by 2025. Union Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has joined the Bhumi Pujan of that is your Sports Authority of India and Railways and National Center of Excellence in West Bengal. This will be where this will be built, National Center of Excellence. It will be in West Bengal. Then 21st edition of the naval exercise Varuna. This was held between Indian Navy and France Navy. RBI has released the state finance study report and had advised the state against the risk over reverting to old pension scheme. RBI has issued guidelines on acquisition in banks. Protein Arm gets the RBI node for AA accounts aggregator license. RBI prior approval now must be for picking up of more than 5% equity stake in a bank. WDRA has signed a memorandum of understanding with SBI to support farmers. SIDBI Bank has partnered with VFS to extend. SIDBI has partnered with VFS to extend the MSME loans of up to 5 lakh rupees at 13% per annum. Siemens Mobility received 26,000 crore rupees locomotive order from Indian Railways. Russia is the fourth biggest source of import for India. Sri Lanka tour of India T20 International and One Day International Series for 22-23, 3rd to 15th January. So this is the basic information. Badminton's Denmark's Victor Axelsen has won the men's single at the Malaysian Open, and Japan's Akane Yamaguchi has won the women's single title. Mark this. Then Mukarram Jah Bahadur, the last Nizam of Hyderabad, has passed away. NTPC REL has signed a memorandum of understanding with Government of Tripura for collaboration in the renewable energy department. Railtel has got 170.11 crore order for Puducherry Smart City project. Remember, Jammu and Kashmir has declared as free area for purposes of prevention and control of infectious and contagious disease in Animal Act of 2009. So these 14 to 18, these are important ones. These are one-liners that we have discussed today, and you should remember Murakkam Jah Bahadur, he passed away. He was the last Nizam of Hyderabad, important, and Railtel has got 170.11 crore order for Puducherry Smart City project. Remember that also. Alright, so friends, now it's time for your homework. First question, Vidisha. This is the first district for the deployment of innovative 5G use cases. Vidisha is the district of which state? Second, which institution released the Rural Health Statistics Report? Third, which public sector bank partnered with Garuda Aerospace under the Kishan Pushpak scheme? Fourth, which state or union territory suggested the center to grant migrated minority status? Fifth is Pineapple Express. This phenomena which was seen in news is related to which field? So these are your 5 homework questions, friends. I hope you have understood the assignment. All you have to do now is like this video and comment below and let us know what are your views on such sessions. Do you want us to continue with such sessions? If yes, then let us know in the comment sections. That's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.